Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's me again, Jen. Hello! And it is Thursday. It is the 18th of February, and we are reading from the Tarot of the Divine, which is a tarot deck that was lent to me by my dear friend and tarot student Taylor. And I am a little bummed out that I will be giving these back. I may be purchasing a deck for myself because I think they're absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I ever mentioned the artist's name on this as Yoshitani, and they are absolutely gorgeous pieces of art that are inspired by folklore and legends and deities from all over the world, every culture you could possibly think of. And I will confess, I don't know a lot of these stories, but I'm learning and I'm excited to be learning. And in this little book, it does have a little bit of detail about some of the stories that I am not quite as familiar with. I do wish that it had maybe another book somewhere out there in the world that had more in depth stories. But until then, let's see what card we have for this Thursday and how we're going to lead into kind of towards the end of the week. All right. We have the Knight of Coins for today, for a Thursday. I think that's pretty good. It's a good way to kind of push us through the rest of the weeks because Thursday is sometimes like you're checked out. For some people, Thursday is their Friday, so that could be what this is about too. But I am absolutely in love with the fact that this knight is seated upon a bull or possibly a cow, and he just looks like he is king of the whole world and everything he surveys. And yet he knows that he has to still kind of trudge forward because he is a knight. He is not yet a king. He is not yet at the top of the suit, shall we say. But the cow that he is seated on has this beautiful gold medallion on his forehead. And that absolutely, I think the idea of the abundance of how we in many cultures see cattle as kind of a a almost a deity kind of thing where they are worshipped, they are taken care of, and they do represent abundance and wealth and all of those things. I feel like it also is a great representation of earth and the power of nature and earth because again, Taurus being a earth sign and the bull and all of that. And the stubborn nature, of course, of Taurus and the bull and the cow and things, as well as the Knight of Coins, is also really well symbolized in this. The Knight of Coins typically represents an individual who is very driven and very ambitious. That ambition can sometimes stand in the way of their social connections and things like that, but you can always count on this person to be motivated by material gains, by wealth, and by that challenge of a situation to say, yes, I will be the best. I'm going to be better than everybody else. It isn't always about just the challenge itself. For the Knight of Coins, it usually does have to have some sort of prize at the end. So a Knight of Cups, unlike maybe a Knight of Wands, is not really going to be motivated by, hey, I did this and I learned a thing and I'm super excited. It's more like, I did this and I learned a thing and I won first prize. That's his motivation. As an ally in things, you can always trust that the Knight of Coins is going to pursue the greatest things for you and will probably shower you with gifts in a very material sense. So that's the positive side. Of course, the negative side is that they get very ambitious and cutthroat and aggressive in their nature. So that's kind of two sides of the Knight of Coins. And I absolutely love the symbolism that is represented and how his stature is just very strong. I'm not really sure, like, oh, okay, I guess it's a bow and arrow. I thought the sun was like a wand light on the top of that, but it's not. It's a bow and arrow. So clearly, this person is a hunter as well, which I don't know how you can hunt on top of a cow, but sure. I don't know. Maybe this is a different culture. I am going to assume that this is maybe a culture of maybe North or South Africa, possibly Australia. The Australian one got me that one time. I had no idea about that. So let's see what story this is about. I'm not even going to guess. Some of them I'm willing to guess. Others I'm like, yeah, let's just see what we got. All right. South African story. Khoi Khoi deity. I really hope I pronounced that right. It's Khoi twice over, so Khoi Khoi. And the character himself is Heitsi Ebib. Ebib? We'll go with that. I won't try to massacre that name more than once. But yes, this character can be as stubborn as an ox. Okay, so it's an ox. It's a character with horns. And he is strong and loyal, but often gets into trouble for his efforts. I kind of want to read all these stories. I got to tell you, these little snippets of like, hey, this is what this character's about. What kind of trouble does he get into? I'm super curious. So he is determined and gets everything that he sets his mind to. Absolutely, I think that that represents the Knight of Coins. So if you are maybe just trying to get through the rest of the week and it's been a rough one, I hope that this is a little bit of motivation for you. If you are this type of a character and ambition is the key to your existence, maybe instead you want to be looking for the weekend and enjoying some relaxation and some social time and chill out time because, it's not all about work and it's not all about winning. Sometimes it's about just enjoying the journey on your little ox and going for a little ride through the savannas. All right. That's all I have for you today on this Thursday. I will see you tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy.